Hey there, meteorologist Wes Wyatt in the Fox 6 Storm Warning Center. We got a lot to talk about here. Threat for severe weather tomorrow night. Want to share the latest with you and also get you up to speed on what's going on right now. Check this out. A lot of storm activity across the northern part of the area. Hamilton, Fayette, the eastern part of Coleman County. Lots of lightning right now. There could be a severe storm. Fort Payne earlier had a severe thunderstorm warning, but the more organized threat for severe weather, at least the threat that could impact a lot of areas, will roll in here tomorrow night. We're about to jump into that. First off, how about the rest of today and tonight? Well, I think for all locations north of Interstate 20, a good chance for a passing shower or thunderstorm. A lot of this is forming along a thermal gradient that has set up shop right across the northern part of the area. Just to give you an example, 67 in Coleman, the temperature in the mid to upper 80s around Centerville and down into Clanton. So the warmer air is in place across a good chunk of the Fox 6 coverage area, and what will happen is as we get a strong cold front approaching tomorrow night, you know how it is before bad weather. A lot of times it gets breezy, gets kind of windy out there. We'll have that strong south wind tomorrow, and that's what we call the low-level jet that's really going to start to kick in, and that will force that precip axis that's been kind of lurking across the northern part of the area. That will start to lift northward again into the day tomorrow. But at least for now, tonight, heads up to the north, some storm activity there, especially across the Tennessee Valley. But here's the next system that's going to bring that threat for storms I talked about. Look at the big spin back in there, diving towards North Texas and back into Oklahoma. There's a watch already in place across the Oklahoma, North Texas location. And this system is what's going to really kind of set the stage for this better chance of storms that we'll have tomorrow night and into the day on Tuesday. So let's talk about this. The way things are looking right now, this is our latest future cast, and we're seeing an increasing sign here with the latest few runs that the greatest potential for damaging winds will be in our western counties. So just a heads up. I still think if you live in our eastern counties, have that NOAA weather radio. There's a chance a few warnings could pop there as well. The primary threat here, damaging straight line winds. A few isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out. Now notice the time here, 5 o'clock. I think tomorrow, I was talking to JP, we were chatting earlier about tomorrow's weather is actually going to be very nice. We'll have highs in the mid-80s, partly to mostly cloudy. Tomorrow night, though, watch what happens here. There we go through the early morning hours. That line, as it enters West Alabama, there's a chance this may become a bit more disorganized as it works in the central Alabama. You can tell it kind of outruns the front there through the early morning hours on Tuesday. Folks in East Alabama, 7 o'clock in the morning, that still looks quite intense. So I would be ready for some heavy rainfall impacting the morning drive there early on Tuesday. Some severe weather certainly possible, and we'll have to be on the lookout for some of those strong winds. Now, once that first wave rolls across, there is a chance, notice this, 2:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday, parts of the area still could deal with some rainfall as that cold front catches up and sweeps on across the state. So we're going to hang on to the mention of a storm or shower late on Tuesday, but the severe weather threat is primarily for tomorrow night. Now we're saying looks like from basically 10 o'clock to midnight, that storm activity rolling into West Alabama. So a bit of a later arrival for this. And you'll notice back across Little Rock and Memphis, the clouds, that's the upper level system, the trough, the colder temperatures aloft. That's going to be swinging across Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So we'll probably have some of those clouds. Wednesday could be an overcast and chilly day. Went with 71, went partly to mostly cloudy, but we'll have to watch the trends there as we get through Tuesday. Severe weather risk, again, basically we're talking tomorrow after 8 o'clock. Winds will be the primary concern, damaging straight line winds, perhaps a few tornadoes. In some of these areas to the north, we may have some flash flooding, so we're going to throw that risk in there as well. So in good shape through most of the day tomorrow, and then went ahead and mentioned maybe a shower or thunderstorm late in the day, but the more organized activity rolls in here tomorrow night. So that's what we know right now, and of course we'll have another update. We'll get some fresh model data in this evening. We'll be sharing that beginning at 9 o'clock on Fox 6. So join us for the latest on this severe weather threat, plus I'll tell you when to expect some 40-degree temperatures in your forecast. I'll see you tonight.